Hey everyone, welcome to our Team Aspire Weekly Zoom meeting. Today is May 31st, 2016, so it's the last day of May. And we appreciate you joining us either live or on the recording. I have baby with me because my older kids, my usual babysitters, are not here at the moment, so I apologize if you hear a lot of noises in the background, and I hope she'll cooperate for us here. A few announcements. We had our biggest slim down contest end on Sunday officially. Everyone was supposed to get their weights in and after photos and total points by yesterday at midnight. And then today, all the coaches are supposed to be updating the Google Doc. There is some issue with the Google Doc calculating it automatically. I have to go in there, I think, and hand do it. So I'm gonna be trying to do that tonight because I've been working on it all day. It's giving me fits. In any case, so I do know it's not calculating the way it's supposed to. I apologize. I am not technical in any way, so I'm trying to figure it out. We'll figure it out though before we announce everything because we need that. So anyway, I apologize. We had 2 challenge groups start yesterday. So I opened one, and then Judy Mark has been heading up another one, the Bikini Boot Camp. So if you have anybody who wants to join a challenge group where they just need a Beachbody workout and Shakeology to join, there's 2 options that they could join. It doesn't really matter. They're both about the same. So you can contact either me or Judy, and we can add you guys. And then also you yourself, if you want to be involved in a challenge group, it's the best way to keep yourself accountable. So you're more than welcome to join as well. Looking ahead, we have our biggest slim down contest. A lot of people are asking when the next one's going to be. I'm in Atlanta right now. I just met with the developer on Saturday. We talked for like 5 hours, hashing everything out, and we kind of came up with a plan. So the plan is to start the next one on August 1st. So we are going to be spending all the month of July promoting that. That gives us about a month off. June, we're going to be kind of making a lot of changes on the website. My plan is that this time we did an awesome job on testing the website out from the contestant standpoint. We learned a lot, we changed a lot, but now we need to test out from the coach's standpoint. So if you would like to apply to be one of the coaches who is going to be testing out the website, we're going to be doing a little bit differently this time, where there's going to be a landing page that you're going to be giving out to your prospects. So similar to, I don't know if you guys have ever seen mine, but it has a video that either you would do or you could use the one that I always do for the team on there. Then there's like an application to join type of thing. If they click that they want to join, it will take them automatically to the website to create an account. So it's kind of just a backdoor in, and I think it'd be really cool. So we're going to test that out, see how it works. That's why we need the entire month of June to get that set up. So anyway, that's the plan, August 1st. If you have people asking when the next one starts, it starts August 1st. So thank you for everybody who tested the website out this time. I know it was kind of a learning experience for all of us, but I think that overall the reaction's been really good. So I'm going to be contacting everyone who did test it out and just get feedback, because we really want, pros, cons, what you guys loved, what you guys didn't, so that we can improve that. I think that's all the announcements. We just heard that the challenge pack sales for June, I'm skipping ahead, June are going to be the 21-day fix extreme challenge packs, and then also the kickstart challenge packs that have the 3-day refresh in with both of those. So 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, and then also the ones with the 3-day refresh as well. So those are all on sale this month. I posted it in the Team Aspire group with the prices, but super exciting because that's always the best one to get everybody excited about starting programs. So really good news for you guys. That's it. So today we're going to be talking about how to establish a positive public self-image. This is something that's really important, and we'll talk about that. But that was, I think, something that our team needs to talk about. But generally, it's one of those things where nobody knows anything about you publicly until you post about it. So whatever you post about is what people think about you. So you have to be really careful what kind of things you do post, because you don't want to come across in a way that you're not. You don't want to seem pretend to be something that you're not, because you're not living up to who you really are. You're going to be attracting people who really aren't like you, and the more authentic you are and genuine, the better. I think, because then you'll attract people just like you. So you want to come across real, but in a positive way. So you don't want to be too negative. You don't want to be mean, any of that kind of stuff, because you want people to think of you as, a positive, uplifting person, because that's what coaches are, right? So whatever image that you're portraying is really important. So on that topic, Rachel, you've been a coach for a while. Is there anything that you've noticed coaches doing or not doing that you like, or something that you're like, oh, this worked really well, or something you admired about coaches that you've been following?
Yeah, so it's normal. I mean, not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day you're going to be, happy and everything is going your way and all that. But you have to kind of pick and choose what you want to post on social media, like Angie was saying. It's okay to post some of your struggles, or if you're upset about something, or if like you're having a bad day, but try and end that post with something more positive, like, oh, I'm having a bad day, this went wrong and this went wrong and this went wrong, but I got my workout in, now I feel great, tomorrow's a new day, or something like that. So your post isn't always negative, because if you're just posting negative stuff, if you're complaining on Facebook, or if you're always posting something negative versus something more uplifting and positive, not only will you be attracting the people who are more negative, but you could be turning off a lot of people who may be interested in either working with you as a coach, or working with you as a business builder. So you don't want to like drive people away just from your negativity. People are looking for somebody to uplift them and motivate and encourage, and that's what they want to see. I can't even tell you how many times people who are not even interested in Beachbody, they like to see my posts, and they tell me all the time, I really like your posts because they're so uplifting and motivating. That's what they're looking for. They're not looking to get on Facebook to see what drama is on there. They're not looking to get on Facebook to see who's having a bad day, or who is really struggling with something today. And if that is something that they see, then they want to see, okay, well, what are you going to do about it? Are you just on here to complain, or are you going to actually do something about it? So there is a way to turn it around to make it positive, even if it is more of a negative post to start with.
Yeah, I think so too. And I wouldn't say only ever be perky and happy and pretend like everything's happy-dory, because that's not real life, and nobody wants to see that you're perfect. So I'm not saying that, but definitely talk about things that are not going right. Like, I had a flood in my basement, and oh gosh, I didn't sleep well because baby was up with me all night, and that's real life, and talk about those things, but put on a positive spin on it, somehow, like, oh, I did my workout anyway, and yeah, I didn't have the greatest day, and these things all went wrong, but we're still here, the house is still standing, I'm still smiling, that kind of thing. Whatever it is, just put some kind of a positive spin, and don't complain about it, tell about it, but in a happy way, because you don't want to come out across perfect. So that's definitely not something that people want either, is thinking, oh, well, it's easy for her, oh, she makes it look so easy. Like, no, we're not trying to make it look easy, we're just trying to make it look possible, that you can get through everything. So I definitely think that's definitely important. I'm gonna, Tether, are you able to talk? Have you ever had like an experience where maybe you saw in the newsfeed like somebody being negative, and you're like, it was kind of a turn off? Has that ever happened to you?
All right, Jody.
Sure. Sorry, bad timing.
Sorry. Yeah, I have that all the time. Actually, I have somebody on my newsfeed that I actually had to unfollow because she's negative all the time, and it's just a huge turnoff. I get it all the time because I don't like seeing negativity on my newsfeed, because I'm more of a upbeat, try to put a positive spin on everything type person. It's just one of those things that I don't know. I don't like the negativity. I don't. I try and live my life today in a positive attitude because I lived so many years in a negative attitude. So, it's just something I try to do on a daily basis.
Awesome. Yep, I think a lot of people kind of use it as their dirty laundry. Facebook. They definitely don't want to do that. So, cool.
That's a good point. That's a good point you made, is that people will start to unfollow you, and that's the last thing you want to do. You don't want people to unfollow you because then they're not going to see any of your posts. And even though people aren't necessarily interested in the beginning, they may enjoy your posts being uplifting and motivating, and they may eventually decide, okay, well, she hasn't given up yet. She's still, she's still going, she's still uplifting and motivating. So maybe I want to try doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
Or if not, then, wouldn't you rather lift other people up than bring them down? So just I would just be aware of what you're posting.
Yeah, and not only that, but not only your posts, but also your comments. I think a lot of people don't realize how public things really are. If you have mutual friends, and a lot of times, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but under a post, you'll see their comment, and it's highlighted because you guys are friends. And so you have to be very careful when you comment on other people's stuff too, that you want to be positive and uplifting and all that same stuff, because you never know who's going to be reading what. And then even times people will comment on my stuff that aren't even my friends because they're friends of friends, and so people are seeing it that aren't even your friend a lot of the times. And so you just never know. So be very careful when you're commenting on things. There's been a couple experiences that I've had that I've been like shocked that people know things. And I'm like, how did you know that? Like one in particular, I had commented on an event that was a homeschool event, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't go. My husband might deploy that weekend, and I don't want to commit to anything. And it wasn't supposed to be public knowledge that he was deploying, and so I hadn't said anything publicly, but it was in this event. And I didn't realize it was a public event, and so one of my friends messaged me. She's like, oh my gosh, your husband's deploying, and I was like, oh my gosh, she saw that comment, and it was just supposed to be for the homeschool group. And I just didn't even realize that. And that was not huge, oh, it ruined my business type of thing, but it just made me very aware of that. Oh my gosh, I have to be very careful, what I say military wise and all that kind of stuff. But it opened my eyes to, Facebook, you never know who's going to see what. So just be very careful when it comes to commenting on things or posting anything. If it's a secret group, then it's different, but just be very careful. You don't want to burn any bridges or make anybody mad or any of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that public image is very important. Yeah, right.
I would say especially in a secret group, you should be positive and uplifting, especially because you're in that group for that particular reason, and I'm pretty sure it's not to hear you. So you should definitely be more uplifting and positive in the private groups, in the secret groups.
Yeah, very true. So another thing I wanted to mention is that when you guys are with your Facebook, make sure that your profile photo is you and not like a dog or your child. It's okay to do, with a regular Facebook status or, regular Facebook profile, but you guys run a business now and you want to make sure that people know what you look like and they're familiar with who you are, so I know it's never fun to take a selfie. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I post my face too much, but if I didn't, people wouldn't know who I was. They wouldn't know what I look like. They wouldn't feel comfortable to talk to me on the phone when I approach them, and it's always one of those things where if you met them in person, are they really going to know who you are? Would they be able to pick you out? So you want to make sure that they know who you are. So if you don't have a profile photo that's of you, make sure it is. And then make sure that you look like, a happy, smiley, go lucky, type of person, and not make sure it's a good picture of you and good lighting. It helps to do it outdoors. It doesn't have to be a professional photo. You could do a selfie on your phone, just make sure it's clear and they can see your face. I saw this one coach who was trying to promote stuff that was on our team a couple years ago. And she had this profile photo where she was really far away, and then she had a hat and sunglasses. And I was like, I never knew what she looked like. You can't tell what somebody looks like that. And then I tried to meet her in person once, and she's like, yeah, I'll be there. And I'm like, I don't know what you look like. And she's like, oh, I have a profile photo, but I guess that's true. Like, it's just one of those things. You're like, I don't know what you look like. So be careful with that too. I wanted to mention that. It is your public, appearance. I would say that probably at this point, like, it's kind of funny because my kids will look at my Facebook feed. Who's that? Who's that? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know any of these people. And these are all people that I've met online. And so 90-something% of my Facebook, I don't know who they are. I've never met them in person. They don't know who I am. So what I post is all they know about me. So they whatever they've been able to pick up between my newsfeed posts, that's me. So you create your own image. So whatever it is that you want to be, if you want to be a positive, uplifting, motivating person, post about it. Make sure you post that way. You decide what you want your public image to be. Does anyone have any experiences they want to share about any of that, or tips or anything? No? I felt like this was something that we all kind of struggle with, and we all needed to just continually working on. I've actually even like deleted things where I'm like, oh, this happened, and and then I'm like, oh, I could have said that better, and I'll go back and edit it, or oh, I shouldn't do that, or I'll delete something or something. Sometimes there's been a couple of times where I've even written things out just to get it off my chest and then deleted it, like without even posting it, just like put it in Word or whatever, just to get it off my chest, because you feel that urge to like post about it, but like, oh, I can't do that, because you are running a business. It is completely different. So if you need to go and complain to anybody, send your coach a message, or your best friend, or your mom, and then complain about it, but don't do it publicly. So anyway, that's pretty much all I had. Do you have something, Rachel?
I was just going to say, I've sent Angie plenty of messages like that before. Yeah. Keep it private. Don't put it public.
Yeah. I've done that too. So, anyway, yep. So that's everything I had. I just thought this was a really important topic that you guys needed to just be aware of, constant vigilance, right? So, and then just be a good example to the rest of your team, because you are a leader. When you recruit people onto your team, you want them to be positive, uplifting, and motivating too. So, and then Coach of the Week. So Coach of the Week this week, it was kind of hard because I was like, gosh, everybody's doing so good. But this Coach of the Week, she's still kind of a relatively new coach. She's having a hard time actually doing the training because she works night and she's a busy mom. But she's halfway to Emerald now, and she did really awesome in the Biggest Slim Down contest. I actually don't know yet if she reached the 6% because the website wasn't working until just a few minutes ago. So I need to review things still. But she did amazing in the contest. I already knew that in the 3 weeks. So congratulations, Liza Jeffcoat, for being Coach of the Week this week. I know she's not here live tonight, but if you know her, reach out to her and say congratulations, and we'll publicly announce that tomorrow. But thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you again next week on our call. Bye, everyone.